College is a time where stories are told, retold, and completely blown out of proportion because you just want the story to sound larger in life and more interesting than it actually is. One of my favorite examples is the story which I am about to tell you. This happened my freshman year, and I had just pledged a fraternity, and so we were meeting constantly with our pledge educators about the history of the chapter to learn about what we should be doing for the week and just really just getting to know the fraternity members on a much more personal level. So it was one evening, and our head pledge educator, who was a senior, decided to tell us during our meeting about a party they threw the previous year uh, that got a little too out of hand. He was a Western themed party, and they built a barn, and in the barn they put a number of animals. These animals, there was about one pig, a couple of chickens, and a turkey, just so people could walk in and out of the barn, see the animals, pet them. Very nice addition to the party, apparently. But somewhere throughout the evening, things went wrong. Somebody opened the gate to the corral and outran all the animals. Gone. Left the property completely and were running around the streets of West Campus, causing whatever havoc chickens and pigs can cause in a college living environment. Well, he was very proud of that story, and I guess the main reason he told us that was just to try to prove how crazy things used to be in the past as compared to what we're going to be doing, and just trying to show his tenure as a member of our fraternity and what his lasting legacy would be. I guess it's fair enough. But I really like this story. I thought it was funny. It just kind of set a precedent for what I would expect in the future. And I just remembered it for a couple of weeks. And then I went home for Christmas break. I'm sure a lot of you know that being home from freshman year and Christmas break is a big, just one-upman fest, trying to say, oh, my college experience is more crazy than yours. And so we were sitting and talking and drinking with all my graduating high school class, and we're all saying, man, I drank so many beers this night. It was crazy. People trying to one up about drinking stories and just stuff they do in college. It's for freshmen. That's what we talked about. So I said, hey, I got a crazy story. And I retold this to a good number of my graduating high school buddies. And I was retelling this story. We were out by a campfire. And I just remember trying to make it sound a lot more cool than it was. It's a cool story, but I was just making things seem larger than life. It's like we had a mini horse, a couple of goats. I think he said it was a cow, and some drunk fool opened the gates and went all around West Campus, and like Fox News was called. I think MSNBC even had a little story on it. That was stupid. I don't know why I said it, but it made me seem cool in the eyes of my high school friends. I I don't know. I mean, of course, I told them maybe a year later. It's like that wasn't exactly what happened, but in the time, man, I was the coolest kid at that high school reunion party, and that's what we really strive for, right? Being cool with our high school friends. No, but it was a funny story. I blew it out of proportion, mostly due to the fact that we were all one upping each other, and I just ended up wanting to have the most popular story at the end of the night, even though it made me look like a complete douche. But oh well, it was funny.